ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.
So Todd Chrisley, and I was leading to something. Todd Chrisley, Chrisley Knows Best. I've watched way too many episodes of that, and I'll tell you the backstory. So back in the day, I used to publish and write books. Among them, Kris Jenner and All Things Kardashian, New York Times bestseller. I published that book, edited that book. Todd Chrisley was working on his book project. He reached out to me to do his book. I spent several months with him, and his backstory is amazing. It's horrific. It's dramatic. And he's an affable, charismatic guy who's raising a Black grandchild, Chloe, who has changed his life, a man from the South, a Southern, mint julep drinking type person, I'll say less. Is raising a Black child, and he's fierce about his grandbaby, which makes him fierce about the issue of race, which is interesting too, which people may or may not perceive, that it extends beyond his granddaughter. Mm-hmm. I know personally, so I'm just saying that. So when he got out, I think what he and his wife did is horrific, I think. But I also think, Amber, that we look at fraud. Obviously, we look at fraud differently than we do other crimes because in our minds, they defrauded the banks. Yep. And it's something that maybe we wouldn't mind doing, if we had a chance to stick it to Wells Fargo, that, you know what I'm saying? I don't think many of us would be like, Wells Fargo got, okay, All
right, they got enough.
Yeah, they can spare it, so, but it is something about us because I think in many ways Trump rode that into the White House, at least we could argue about whether he actually won or whatever, but he got a lot of votes based on the aspiration of people thinking that it's okay to go bankrupt 6 times. Or that's just a smart businessman, but you defrauded people. You defrauded people. And then, not even the 6, the 34 conviction felons and the adjudication of sex offense, which he was found, adjudicated he's a sex offender. We have these weird categories. But Todd Chrisley said something that he didn't have to say when he got out, and I'm going to play it because I think it's important to hear. Play it, Smith.
Being in the prison system, anyone that says that it's a fair shake, it's not. Because I dealt with young African-American males in the prison that I was in that were not treated the same. They were denied programming. They were denied access to certain things. I was not denied that, but we know why I wasn't denied. And so I think that is a much bigger picture that we all as a society as a whole need to look at, that we are one. And whether you're Republican, Democrat, or whatever, at the end of the day, when you're in that hospital, you don't care if it's a Democrat treating you or a Republican. Now, some of you may, but I want whoever's going to be the best person to do that.
Yeah, thank you. And unfortunately, it has to be said in that body that this system is unjust, and to experience it as he did as a white man, as an affluent white man, as a privileged white man, to be able to say that. That's one of the first things he said since getting out. Yep. He didn't talk about, and they're probably going to go back and do his reality show and do that. I'm sure.
I would like it to be louder. Yes. Honestly, I would like it to be louder. I just don't think that, let's just be real. People tend to trust when somebody that looks like them delivers the message. So, I'm about the white folks that want to get on the mic and talk about the disparities that they've experienced or witnessed. I'm about, the folks that want to call out, the inequities and injustices that, Black folks have been pointing to forever. I'm for it. I would like it to be louder. I really would. Because there are people who are never going to hear me, never. But they'll hear you for the exact reason that he just described in this clip.
Mm. That's good though, right? We should want that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm for it.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not beg.